In today's lesson, we'll be practicing our hand positions at middle C by learning the song Down in the Valley. Let's get started. At the top left corner of our music is a diagram that shows us where to put our hands. It says our thumbs start on middle C. So first, we're going to get our hands ready by finding middle C. Take a second to find middle C and place your thumbs there. Our hand should look like this when we're ready. Let's take a look at this first measure. We start with our left hand, finger number 4, then we go to our right hand, finger number 1 on middle C, and then we step up to our right hand, finger number 2. If you need to look at the diagram to see where our finger numbers and notes are, take a second to do so with your parents. Let's try playing these 3 notes together. I'll give us a countdown. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. If you need to repeat that, feel free to go back and do so. Let's look at these next 2 measures. We step up again from our finger number 2 to finger number 3. Then we skip down back to finger number 1 on middle C. Check your diagram to make sure you have the correct notes for the correct fingers. Let's play these notes together. And parents, I'm going to hold them both out for 3 beats, so count to 3 for each note. I'll give us a countdown. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Great job! If you need to repeat these measures, feel free to do so. Let's look at this next measure. We skip up to our finger number 3, then step down to finger 2, then step down again and end on finger number 1. Take a second to practice playing those notes with your parents first. When you're done, let's try playing these notes together. I'll give us a countdown. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Great job! Now let's move on to the next line. In these next 2 measures, measures 5 and 6, it says we are playing our left hand and right hand at the same time. We step up to finger 2 in our right hand, and our left hand plays finger number 2 as well. Feel free to double check your finger number diagram to make sure your fingers are on the right keys. Let's play these together. When you play them, I want you to hold down the notes for these 2 measures. Parents, I'm going to count out 3 beats for each measure. I'll give us a countdown. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sounding great. Now let's look at these next 2 measures. We start from our left hand and we skip down from finger number 2 to 4. Then we skip back up to our finger number 2. Our next note is right hand finger number 2, and then we skip to right hand finger number 5. Parents, look at the finger diagram with your child to make sure you are all playing the correct notes with the correct finger numbers. When you're ready, let's try playing these together. And parents, I'll be holding out that last note on the finger number 5 for 3 counts. I'll give us a countdown. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Awesome job! We're almost done with our piece. Let's look at our last line of music. We play our right hand finger number 5 again for this measure number 9. Let's play this together. I'll be holding my note out for 3 beats. I'll give us a countdown. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Nice! Let's take a look at these last 3 measures. We step down to finger number 4, then finger number 3, then 2, then back to 1 at middle C. Practice playing this with your parents first, and feel free to use the diagram at the top of our music just in case. When you're ready, let's play these measures together. Parents, I'll be holding out that middle C note for 2 measures, 3 beats each measure. I'll give us a countdown. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nice job! If you need to repeat this, feel free to do so. Otherwise, awesome job! We made it through the song measure by measure. Parents, to help your child practice the song this week, try breaking down the song into chunks. Each day, take one line at a time and always start off by placing the hands in the correct position first. You can use the diagram at the top as a reference. Also, using a pencil to mark where the different skips and steps are is another tip we highly recommend. That way your child can begin to recognize what skips and steps look like on music, a main part of intervallic reading. Since our eyes are used to reading left and right, we also need to train our eyes to read up and down to notice the skips and steps. And of course, as a final step, you can try playing the whole piece together slowly with no stops. We hope this helps with this week's lesson. Happy practicing!